Hey, Sean, my name's Jason. You know what I love 300 of?
What?
Almonds, summer salads, tidy whities, matcha lattes. What about you? You like 300 of anything?
My name is Sean Hayes, and I like 300 glasses of milk. I also like 300 pounds of spaghetti. And I also like 300-pound men.
Welcome to the 300th episode of SmartLess.
Hey, listen, let's have a lot of love today.
Hey, let's have a- you're
why?
right.
You want to know what? It's someone's birthday today.
Whose birthday?
A little pod creature
Called
SmartLess.
How old is it?
Isn't she 300 years old?
300 episodes
300.
old.
300 episodes old?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she looks so good.
I know. I mean,
She's still getting around.
I think that our guest was clapping. That's pretty. That's nice. I know she's. Well, okay.
all right, that's a little
okay.
bad.
Well, then now it feels like that's about the guest.
But yeah, does it feel like 300, you guys?
No.
That's 300 weeks, which is how many years? Go ahead.
300 weeks
52.
is
6.
6 years. Yeah, just
Yeah.
But it's coming up on 6 years.
Wow.
That's insane.
300 divided by 50.
Well,
56.
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you should go out to those who are giving us some ear time. Thank you very much for listening to us.
It seems
try
unlikely.
to figure
it
out
seems very
what we're
unlikely that
doing.
you would continue to listen to us at all in the first place.
I know.
I guess a thank you would go out to the guests as well, then, because that is the reason. We're not being falsely modest here. We do this little drivel for a few minutes, and then we get into the real draw, which is the guests. Well, we thank them for coming.
And we
Yes,
also thank
you know.
Bennett, Rob, and Michael for helping us get here.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just it's a really robust audience.
what an audience.
It's incredible.
Yeah, we should give you right.
We don't do this alone.
No.
Yeah, Bennett Barbacow and Rob Armyarv and Michael Grant Terry
Armyarv.
are such integral and important pieces to this whole thing and part of our
Are they?
team. We're all in the team together.
Are they?
No, they are. We know that.
They are the feathers
Yeah.
and the wind between
Yeah.
beneath
They are,
our
of
wings.
course.
We love you guys. We love you guys a lot, and you guys do an awesome job.
We love you.
And
Yes.
I don't know if people out there understand what an awesome job you guys do. It's really pretty remarkable. So thank you.
Yes, thanks, guys.
you guys.
You would have
And then,
turned this off years ago were it not for their work.
Yeah, you're right. And I want to. Who else do we want to thank?
How about your parents? Thank your
Well, thank your
parents.
parents.
We're good.
Thank your team.
Thank my team.
Thank your team, Will.
Obviously, I always want to thank at every opportunity. I want to thank CAA for everything.
You know that I
Scotty, who's done a lot.
Thanks,
Scotty's done a lot right from the get go. He helped us a lot, getting us going and on social media and doing
all that stuff.
videos and stuff.
from the beginning.
Yep.
I have
Jason's wife for fucking keeping him in
Everything.
line.
yeah.
getting us in front of the
That's
microphone.
like a lion. She's like a lion tamer.
She is.
So, Sean, you go ahead. You have something you want to say?
I'd be remiss if we didn't bring something up that's very, very exciting.
We've got a bowl full of good news.
Yeah.
yeah,
Ooh,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
good.
yeah. Oh,
We're gonna
nice,
try
nice.
this. We're gonna try this again, guys.
Try it again, yeah.
This is big.
So it's a break in the clouds.
Yeah, we're bringing SmartLess. We're bringing SmartLess to one of the most iconic spots in the world, the Hollywood Bowl. Remember when we tried that last year?
And then
do,
it got
I
rained
do.
out.
Yeah. This fall,
This time, yeah.
Yeah. What's the date on that?
it is Saturday, October 17th. This is a true story. We're really doing it Saturday, October 17th. Tickets go on sale Friday, April 10th at 10 a.m. at smartless.com/live.
10 a.m. Pacific. 10 a.m. Pacific.
10 Pacific,
Yeah.
sorry. 10
And guess what else? Our listeners have a chance to get tickets first. Our pre-sale begins Wednesday, April 8th at 10 a.m. Pacific. Visit smartless.com/live and enter our code. You guessed it, Tracy with an E.
Yep.
TRACY.
for first access.
And I will say this too, because a lot of people were bummed, and remember there were so many people came up.
Yeah,
and
it was
said,
awful.
And so for those of you who had purchased tickets for last year's Rained Out show, be sure to check your emails because we set up a special time for you to purchase tickets. That's
Isn't
what
that
we
cool?
do.
Wait,
for
I didn't
the
know that.
listener. Yeah. We did a special thing for the
So you
people
just get
who,
an email saying, "Hey, you can buy tickets."
Yeah, hey.
Wait, but did they get their money back for the tickets they purchased last
They
time?
did. They got a
did.
refund. They got
Okay,
a
good.
a
Okay.
refund.
All right.
And now they got an email saying, "Hey, you get to jump the line or whatever it is." They got a
Very nice.
special-
All right, so that's October 17th at the
Hollywood
Hollywood Bowl.
Bowl.
If you don't live in Los Angeles, get on a bus, a train, a plane, a car, whatever you need to do. Just start walking maybe now.
Yeah,
Get out here. It's going to be
so-
special.
I'm so glad that we're doing this again. I am really, really glad.
Me
And a lot
too.
of people.
Yeah, me
anyway,
too. Me too.
Anyway, listen, so much fun stuff. But you know what? We're wasting time. We're wasting his time. And by the way, does not have time to waste yet. He doesn't. He is someone.
Doesn't have time to waste yet.
He's a
Interesting.
friend. He's such a friend of the show. He came on super early days.
This is a
return.
double return.
This is a return because he's a friend of the show.
Very rare.
Because we love him so much. He is. Once I start naming all the stuff he's done, you're going to know instantly. And even though our audience already knows because they're listening, but I can just tell you some of his accomplishments, and maybe you'll get it. He first soloed Everest at 18, oxygen free, without a Sherpa. He swam the English Channel in a hurricane. He's won 19 Home and Garden Awards. He's Conan O'Brien's #1 enemy, and he won a Nobel Prize for farting. You guys, it's Stephen Colbert.
Brilliant.
Oh my God.
I like the technology I was asked to use to disguise myself.
I know.
I was really excited there for a second that we were going to have an Everest summiter on this.
Yeah, I want to correct that. I did not summit Everest without a Sherpa. It was without a shirt. We were going up in teams, and it was shirts versus skins.
Sure.
Yeah, this was
that
in middle school. This was in middle school, and the coach was just like, he didn't have enough pennies, so it was like shirts and skins. Then we lost a lot of people on the South Call. A lot. We lost half the debate team on the South Call.
Never came back.
They're still up there. They're still forever young. Forever young.
And it was refereed by Sir Edmund Hillary of all things, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Wait, would you do that if you had an opportunity to at least go to base camp? Let's go around.
I don't
here.
like heights. I really don't.
I would do it.
I would do it too.
I kind of like the cold like that.
No, there's something about that mountain that just gets me all cray.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I swear
There's
to God.
something about that mountain.
There's something about that mountain.
That is reaching for manhood. There's just something about that mountain. I'm a K2 man myself. Really? Now I stop at Aconcagua. Okay, I only do South American peaks. Really, Everest. That's kind of basic. Isn't that kind of basic to be an Everest guy?
Of course.
The Beatles are great. I love Everest. I get my gas at Exxon. Fuck you.
And by the
You're
way,
a poser. You're a
by the way,
fucking poser. You're a shirt. You're a shirt. You were on the shirt team.
He died on the thing. Bateman lands at fucking Kathmandu. He checks out the bus that's picking him up, and he is back on the plane. He's
right
back to Dubai to make his connection to
no
LA.
Wi-Fi.
Oh,
As soon as there's no Wi-Fi, I'm back on
What's
the bus.
the thread count? What's the thread count at 26,000
Way too
feet?
low. Way too low.
Do you know when I was in middle school, Stephen, I used to hate shirts and skins. I used to get so
me too.
self-conscious because
Me too. It was
I don't
like
want to take my
speaking-
shirt off.
Yeah,
I
I wasn't in great
I
shape.
loved
I
it.
know you
No.
did. Of course
Couldn't
you
wait
did.
for it.
Yeah, I had nipples the size of pepperonis. It was not.
Me too. Me too.
They used to call me shakies.
Shakey's Pizza, Los Angeles.
And they used to take napkins and get the grease off of them.
You'd volunteer to ref. You'd say, I'll just ref.
I'm good.
I'll ref.
I'm good. What if I were the goal?
Willie did some goalie time. Willie was a good goalie in hockey, right?
I was.
There's no shirts and skins there.
No.
What time zone are you in, Will?
Space.
Are you in New Zealand?
Space. No, I'm in Los Angeles. It's early morning here. What time is it? It's 9:45, but I just, yeah. Do I look crazy?
But Bateman, aren't you in Los Angeles too?
I'm in Los Angeles, and you two are in the New York City?
I'm in New York City.
Yeah, I'm in New York.
I'm in a dark room, Stephen. I'm in my little booth.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, Stephen, what's going on? How much longer? Now, do you stay in New York City when you're done with the show?
Yeah, until like the court order, I have to stay in the tri-state area.
So that's still pending.
Just so they lift the court order, I have to stay in the tri-state.
That's still in effect.
I mean, we're appealing.
Sure.
But,
that gets
whatever,
straightened out,
whatever
you get the-
judge you get. It's whatever judge you get. That has nothing
Such
to
a
do.
gift. Of course, it's such a
It's
gift.
who you know, man. It's who you know at child custody.
I can't believe at this stage of the game you're still playing this courtroom politics. It's unbelievable, man. It's,
I mean, I guess I'll stay in New York.
New
I
York
don't know.
is home? New York's been home for how long?
I got, let's see, my first New York gig was in 1990. When did I leave Second City? Sorry for the boredom here.
No, we'll tighten this up. We'll tighten it all up.
94.
94, and that
I came to New York to work for HBO Downtown Productions. I worked on a show called Exit 57. I do not recommend it. I do not think we knew what we were doing.
Wait, what is it?
I remember that.
It was a sketch show. It was the year that there was this one year where if you had any kind of sketch group, you got a show. It was us. It was the state. It was Kids in the Hall were still doing their thing. They were at the end of their thing.
Wait, but who was in Exit 57 with you? I remember.
Amy Sedaris, Paul Dinello, Jody Lennon, and Mitch Rouse. It was the five of us. And then our director was a guy named Mick Napier. I don't know if you know Mick. He was a Chicago improv director. And it was the five of us. And I lived here. I just got married, of course, and got a gig in New York. My wife Evie stayed in, I call her my wife, it's a pet name. And she stayed in Chicago. And I came and I lived in a seminary. I lived at the General Theological Seminary, the Episcopal Church. I lived in the dorms. I lived in a garret, like one of these garrets.
On 21st Street over there?
Yeah, down there. I lived in that thing. It's really beautiful.
Beautiful. Those grounds are insane.
Yeah, it started in 1827. It's where A Night Before Christmas takes place because Clement Clark...
Jason.
Sorry? What happened?
Jason, wait, quick, mention golf.
Fuck, we're recording.
Quick, mention golf. Steven, mention golf.
The lawn out there is just, it is a bent leaf bluegrass.
It is chippable.
Unbelievable.
Very chippable.
Anyway, I lived in there. My room had hot running water. That was my first gig. So I came here in 94, but then when I moved back, I would go back between seasons until the Carvey show, which was 96.
The Dana Carvey show, we've mentioned before on this podcast, is the craziest group of talent of maybe the greatest.
Wasn't
grouping.
Steve Carell on that too?
Go ahead.
Carell and I were office mates. We had been in Second City together, and then it was me, Carell, Dino Stamatopoulos, Mike Stoyanov, Louis C.K. was head writer, Robert Smigel was the executive producer, of course,
Glazer.
Dana Carvey, John Glazer, Robert Carlock, and Charlie Kaufman.
Wow.
Was this on NBC?
Dude.
And Heather Morgan. Yeah.
Dude.
This was on ABC at like 8:30 or something after Home Improvement, whatever. We were after Home Improvement. It was a pure mismatch. They did not go together at all.
Wait, I saw that clip of them promote the promo. It was some documentary. It was a clip from documentary.
It was called Too Funny to Fail, yeah.
Too Funny to Fail, and you made me laugh, sorry, because you were laughing so hard at
I had never seen the promo. It was It was a promo. It was in the Home Improvement, like his son has got cancer or something, and he says to his dad, like, he goes like, I don't want to die. And he hugs him and goes, you're not going to die. And then he goes, and then the Mug Root Beer Dana Carvey show. And we was like, of course we were canceled. That's what we were backing into.
It was one of the funniest clips. If you haven't seen it, go online.
How long did it go?
It was a 13-episode commitment, 13-episode buyout. That's why I moved to New York, security.
Sure. Yeah.
And then we shot 8 of them, and 7 of them went to air. And the 8th one was pretty good, I got to say.
Well, how about this? How about a return to
what about
doing a sketch work at a minimum?
Sure.
And
Are you going to get back in the sketch game?
Will you pay me minimum?
right?
Will you give me scale?
But what about?
Because I think that's pretty good for our industry right now.
Well, look at what your office mate Steve Carell and I guess the question is.
Yeah, I think he's kind of a flash in the pan at this point. I don't think Carell's going to pan out.
There's an actor bug in you, and how about pursuing that? What do we think?
Yeah, but those guys,
come on,
they have to memorize lines.
Yeah,
and it has been 21 years that I've been latched to a prompter.
So
and I don't know if I have the old cerebellum left to memorize.
No, it wouldn't take you long. It would not take you long.
Wouldn't you guys? You guys are all actors, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't know a lot of your work, but you guys all act.
We'll send you stuff. We'll send
primarily,
you some clips.
Yeah. Did Michael? I just complimented our crew, and then they didn't even send our fucking reels over to this guy.
I can airdrop you mine. I'll airdrop you mine.
Yeah, sure. 100%. Please send me some scripts, man.
Truly, come on.
I'm open to whatever, man. I'll tell you one thing. I have no fucking idea what I'm really going to do until I finish what I'm doing, because I don't know if you've ever hosted a network talk show at 11:30. But you would like to?
I'd like to.
I have some terrible news.
What, you would like to host a late night show?
I would. That's
you don't have the energy. You're way too low energy for it. You wouldn't be able to do it.
Well, but
you'd be terrible at it.
Do you enjoy like riding in a flaming toboggan down a hill, and the whole point is to not hit a tree by 12:30 at night? Because that's what it feels like more than anything else. You're blindfolded.
You'd last 3 shows. You'd last 3 shows.
I know I would. I every time I joke
Their
about
whole
this,
crew would quit. You wouldn't even have to fire them. They just fucking quit. Okay? They'd quit. You'd be too tired. You'd want to go home. You'd be like, fuck this. I got to go again today. They're like, it's Wednesday. We started Monday.
All right, let's try it. Let's audition you. Okay,
let's go. Let's do it. This is good.
I'm the guest on your show. You're the host.
Yeah.
I've come on. Remember.
Yeah.
By the way, which is the conceit of what we're doing now, anyway. But go ahead.
Okay, the show. But this is how it is. Okay, so the show. I'm coming on for a show that you haven't seen.
Yeah.
Or you have seen and do not like.
Correct.
Okay.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. It's Late Nighter with Jason Bateman. Ba-ba-da-ba.
Hey, our first guest today is Stephen Colbert. He's got a brand new show on.
Is it a daytime show? Is it a daytime? You just said today. So is this like at noon?
Yeah, because I'm in bed by 8.
Is this following The View? Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Hang on, let me talk to the audience. We're going to go one more time. Sometimes we do this. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. It's the Late Nighter with Jason Bateman. Ba-da-ba.
Hey, happy lunch, everybody. Today, our guest is Stephen Colbert. He's got a brand new net episode that is good. But if you don't like it, it's on real fast and off real fast. Here he is. Welcome, please, Mr. Steve Colbert. Stephen.
Thank you. Hey, man, great to see you.
Hey, great to see you.
Great to see you.
God, you're much taller in person.
Thank you very much.
Right? That's a good standard opener, right?
That's what I say to most people. I say that to most people, and they come on.
Right.
Or have you gained weight? That's another good one.
And then how about this for an opener? So what's been going on with you?
I've been working on the project. Did you like it?
Oh my goodness!
Did you get a chance to see it?
My wife and I sat down to watch it the other day.
Oh yeah!
And my goodness, did we have a good time? I wish.
Yeah, we do recommend people sit while watching it.
Oh, absolutely. Or stand. You can fold laundry while you do it. You can do any number of things and not miss much. Yeah. Hey, was it fun to make?
We got to wrap it up.
Oh, yeah. Well,
wrap it up. I'm getting from the wings.
Really?
Thanks for joining us today, Steve. Our next guest.
Just 2-minute segment. Wait, Stephen.
Oh, I would love to do guests that quick. Wouldn't it be great? Maybe I should do that for my last show. I should have like 40 guests.
Do it rapid.
They only get 30 seconds.
Wait, but that's a really good idea. That's a really funny idea.
Because I don't know who to have for my last guest. Like, that's a big thing. Like, people going like, who's your last guest? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, you can't sit. It's
the
only
Pope.
standing.
The only thing I could possibly imagine would be the right last guest, because is the Pope.
Mm-hmm, sure.
Yeah.
I've asked him to come on.
Have you really?
He's been on my list too.
Did we end up hearing back from the Vatican yet? Is it a hard no yet?
I've heard it's coin toss at this point.
Oh God! Imagine how old that coin is. Imagine how rare
on
that
one
coin
side.
is.
On one side, it has the head of Tiberius.
Of course.
And you go, render under Caesar what is Caesar, and Colbert what is Colbert's. I should have put that as my post. I should have said P.S.
Oh, you know what? You should have had like a Latin motto. Your show should have had a Latin motto this whole time. Obviously.
Oh, my old show did have a Latin motto, the Colbert Report. The motto was esse nunc videsse. No, it was videsse nunc esse, which meant to seem to be rather than be.
Wow, great.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's fantastic.
It was on the thing. I also have a Latin motto on our fireplace at home.
And it says, burn unto thee.
Yeah. What does it say?
Burn
Abandon
unto
all
thee.
hope. No, it says, haec domus quam ioci edificaverunt est, which means this is the house that Jokes built.
Oh,
no
wow.
way. That's great.
That is cool. That's great.
Yeah.
Do either one of you two know
Quae
Latin?
hodie sumpturis sumus benedictat Deus per Iesum Christum Dominum nostrum.
There's my answer.
Hey.
Amen.
O fili mi boni belli dominus vobiscum belli ominus.
Men sana in corpore sano. Listen, guys, who cares?
I went to school on a bus.
Oh, are you in that
moving
movie
bus.
with Viggo Mortensen, Captain Fantastic, where he raises
Yeah.
his kids
Yeah,
and
I
educates
saw
them at
that
home?
movie.
That
JB,
is,
have you
yeah.
seen that?
I have not.
You'd like
Oh,
it
you
full
would love it,
frontal,
Jay.
full frontal Vigo too.
Can I get into
Yeah.
Vigo for a second here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see my background? Do you see the stuff?
Yeah.
All my Lord of the Rings stuff here?
Yes,
I don't know if you can see.
I love that, Stephen. I
So
think
this
that's
is a
incredible.
map of Middle Earth. Right there,
that.
that's a
Sean, stand
Balrog.
up real quick. Let's see if he's got a
Trent.
vote. Sean, stand up.
Okay, there's other things. This right here, this is in the Lord of the Rings in the final battle at the Black
I
Gate.
just rewatched them just like last week.
He's wearing chainmail under his plate.
Yes,
chainmail.
yes.
Vigo is.
Yes.
This is some of the chainmail from Vigo's armor in that final scene.
Wait,
right
how
there.
did you get that?
How did I get that?
Stephen, how old were you when you lost
They
your
don't.
virginity?
They don't just give these shows away, Sean. You got to be a
did I
mover.
get
But wait, but that's not
Wait.
even what I wanted to show you, fuckers. Listen to this. Look at this.
I tell you how he got it. He asked offhand to an assistant.
Wait, let me see that. Oh, yeah.
That is.
Oh my God, so
that is an
Vigo.
image of Aragorn made
Yeah.
out of chocolate,
Oh, my God.
Oh, who did it?
given to me by Viggo Mortensen.
Wow, that's
He gave
really
this
cool.
to me 25 years ago when he
you-
was promoting The Lord of the Rings.
You obviously know the story where he in anger kicked one of the dead orcs and ripped his toe off. Basically,
He kicked a helmet. He kicked
a helmet. Yeah, one of the dead orcs up from the helmet, and then he kept going. And his scream is him screaming in
Yes.
pain. Yeah, I think that's
And Peter
so well.
Jackson went, "Oh, that was good. Let's keep that take." And then he found out later.
We'll
that-
be right back with Dork Chat after this first.
Hey,
Hey, guys, now that we've cleared the ladies out of the room, let's get down to it.
all right,
They're all gone.
all right. Whose shirts? Whose skins?
We'll be right back.
All right, back to the show.
Wait a minute, Stephen. I want to go back to the talk show for a minute.
Yeah.
Wait, because you were kind of alluding this with Jason.
Me too, but they won't let me.
But you obviously, I don't want to know names. Please don't say names. But what are the types of guests that are the greatest and the types that are the worst?
And also mouth the worst.
The worst? Oh boy. Ooh, the best guests are just anybody who wants to talk and actually have a conversation. Like
Yeah.
that, the card is immaterial. Like
right,
we don't have
right.
to stick to the card. I mean,
Right.
don't get me wrong. I really like Nathan Lane comes on, and what I love about him is that he's old timey.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with his age. It means he comes on and I know to ask him a question, and he's got 90 seconds on that subject, at the end of which there's a word he says, and he's done with that story. And I
Right.
move on to the next thing, which is
Yeah.
very old school, very Carson.
Prepared,
and I
anecdotes,
love it. It's the old days. But what I really like is just somebody who's just come on and talk. And
Right.
and also someone who's really, that's why I like Neil Tyson. Because Neil Tyson, I'm interested
Yeah.
in this subject, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Absolutely.
And then he burns so like passionately. He wants to explain things. He's like this lump of like glowing conversational uranium, and I feel like singed on one side of my body after he leaves.
We loved him too. He's so good.
Yeah, he's so great.
He's a joy.
I stumped him. He couldn't answer my question.
Yeah.
What was that?
True.
He didn't get it.
Name all the children on the Partridge Family? And what their astrological signs were?
Yeah, he couldn't get it. Couldn't get it.
No, he got stumped on Danny. He had everybody but Danny.
Would you think he'd know?
Right, because Danny's on a cusp. He's a Cancer Leo cusp.
Wait, Stephen, tell me about, and I know I'm sorry if you've answered this question a billion times. What are you feeling about the end of your show and like all of that? And like,
I actually have not answered it a million times. I've answered it once to Seth Meyers, and he answered that. He asked that question way better.
Let's see how Jason would do. Jason, Jason, do it on your show. How would you ask Stephen on your show?
Yes.
Stephen, end of your show, thoughts?
250 people losing their jobs. Any feelings?
You've only got 30 seconds, remember.
People got to get back after lunch. The lunch breaks these days are short.
Yeah, 30 seconds.
Webisode.
Hey, listen. On one level, I have no time to feel anything about it because, as I said, I was just saying, it really is like a flaming toboggan ride every day. Like I got a show. I don't have time for this bullshit. I've got to go do a show today, and it takes everything I got. I don't know what I'm going to do after this because I don't have time to really. I mean, I've got stuff. I'm committed to doing things after this that I committed to before we were canceled that I've got to like deliver on. But what I'm going to really do, I don't know, because this takes almost all of my brain to do this. And I love this group of people that I work with. I have cobbled together over the last 21 years, some over like 30 years of working in TV.
It shows. The show is so goddamn good.
Thanks.
Yeah,
and we have
so
a really good time to each other. I mean, we have real affection for each other. We have great time together. We call it the Joy Machine because it's a machine all the time. And you can either do it with joy or not do it with joy. Because if you don't do it with joy, your finger's going to get caught in the gears and you're just going to be fucking mad and sad all the time.
Absolutely.
And so, we just try to have a good time and we want our guests to have a really good time. The whole thing is like, I really feel like I'm a host. It's like I'm hosting a party. And
but people get nervous though. I remember JB, sometimes people are in the dressing room and they're shitting their pants.
Wait a minute, Stephen.
God, I love it.
Wait, look.
You have not been back.
He's been
you have
sitting
not
on
been
that.
back since that story has been told, and I've been waiting to give you a pair of underwear.
No, we got our underwear. By the way, you sent us underwear.
I
Sean
still
just
wear
showed.
it.
I still wear
Sean
mine.
came. Yes.
I still wear mine too.
I still wear it. I have it on right now. That's so crazy.
Wait. I don't have underwear.
Yeah, you
We
do.
sent
sent
you
us
all
underwear.
underwear. We
I
sent
got
you really
underwear?
nice, like Calvin underwear or something like that.
No, what are they? What are they, Sean?
No,
Let's see,
they're
what's the
called-
brand? Go low, Sean.
Are they Tommy
Tommy
Schwammies?
Bahama.
No,
I don't know. They're on the back. They're on the back. I don't know what. Scotty,
Have I
They're
not? Wait,
senior
Steven.
Scotty, come check my underwear. And he's like, again?
I can't read
Again,
upside
this
down.
the fourth time. This not for that. Not for that.
What brand is Wednesday?
Wait, Steven, I haven't been back since then. That's not
You
true.
have not back since you shit your pants on my show.
Oh, David Cross can confirm.
They're
Oh, my
for daily
fuck.
wear.
For
Oh yeah,
daily wear.
that's fuck, I have it. Mark
Mac.
Andreessen.
yeah.
Mark Andreessen.
That's how we made the billions.
Mac Wellen.
Okay.
Mark Wayne Mellon.
Fucking, it's unreal. These tech guys, they're moving to underwear. It's been unprecedented.
My underwear's
They went
in the
from
cloud.
AI to underwear.
My underwear's in the cloud now. I shit my pants in the cloud. It's so
My
much
underwear's in your trash can.
I shit my pants in the cloud.
We should explain to the listener that I
No, I don't
had
think we should. No, I don't think we should explain. I'm sorry. You come and shit your pants on my show. You don't get to explain anything until you come on my show to explain. You don't get to burn this story on somebody else's show, even if it's yours.
I think Jason should be your last guest now, obviously.
And he only comes out for 30 seconds. I'm sorry, that's all we have time for.
Yeah, I got to go clean myself. Goodbye.
Well, all of our guests in our gift bag, we have dude wipes.
Now we do, dude.
Yeah, they're denim. They're denim dude wipes.
Wait, so Stephen.
35 minutes in, we haven't had a question yet. I love it. This is called a good guest.
No, he
asked
asked how I was feeling. No, Sean asked how I was feeling.
Yeah, do you remember that?
Yeah.
And I was gonna.
Then you asked him thoughts.
Yes.
Wait,
let me finish answering that question. Just saying, how do I feel? Still very happy and grateful to have done the show for 11 years.
Of course.
And pre-missing everyone. How about that?
And when is the last show? When is the date?
They haven't told me yet. Evidently, someone's just going to come up and shoot me in the back of the head.
Execution style.
And they want me to wear a chin strap beard and a stovepipe hat, and I don't understand why.
But
bunch of plastic on the desk.
I just come in. I go, huh?
What's all the plastic doing on the floor?
It's May 21st. It's May 21st.
May
21st. Yeah.
Sweeps.
So close.
So they're going to get some sweeps ratings out of it.
Yeah. Do you know there are no sweeps anymore?
Really?
Yeah.
Sweeps don't exist. They haven't been around for like 8 years. There have been no sweeps.
Huh.
Get back in the game, baby. I know this podcast thing is working out for you guys, but you've lost a step.
Old TV.
Old TV. There's no more.
There's no pilot season.
No.
There isn't?
No.
Although I just read that they're going to try to do that again. That they're going to do pilots again.
Well, what's anyway, who cares?
Oh, pilot season. Maybe I'll fly out and do pilot season again. That was always fun.
Why don't you do that?
Stay at the Oakwoods.
Go to
memorize lines.
Stay at the Farmer's Daughter or whatever the thing that was.
I used to stay at the Oakwoods.
Stay at the Farmer's Daughter. Or I had a brother lives up in La Cañada. Sometimes I would stay with him. Oh my God, he had great cars. Oh. He would lend me his Porsche. I would go to these. I couldn't have back then. It was like pre-cell phones. I couldn't make a phone call. I had no cash, but I would pull up to the audition in a white Carrera.
Wow. Whoa, what's brother do?
Was lawyer. He's 19 years senior than me, and I'm one of 11. He's the eldest. I'm the baby, and big California land use lawyer, and many other things too.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you had nothing but you had a Thomas Guide.
Oh, sure he did.
Oh, I did.
Page 33 and 34.
The Thomas Guide flipped over. Okay, H like that. Yeah. I remember I had a Thomas Guide. I just kept it in my bag all the time because, I don't know, I never knew when I'd have to go to L.A. And when OJ when the chase, I was driving from New York down to...
this guy got railroaded. Tell him.
I have some terrible news.
Sean,
oh my
you're
God.
gonna be he's a fucking crazy OJ fan.
What?
Oh,
you're gonna be so
all the way back to the Trojans.
We've kept him insulated because he's such a fan.
Oh. I was driving from New York down to Maryland for a wedding, and he's in the chase, and I'm in the back seat driving down with these people to a wedding, and I get in the back seat, and I've got the Thomas Guide following where he is based on what they're saying on the radio.
On the Thomas Guide.
And we go, he's getting off. He's going to get off the highway. Here's his exit. And I was like, trying to stay I was one step ahead of OJ the whole time, baby.
You were like, what's he doing? He's taking Montana? That's crazy.
At this time of day?
Was it crazy?
He'll never make it back. Yeah.
I was out here. I was in California briefly when that happened. I was staying at a friend's house up in the hills, and you could see where he was going by all the helicopters going along the freeway, just the pack of helicopters following him and then culminating in his house. It was so scary. JB,
I still feel like that was like 3 years ago.
I know, isn't that weird?
Yeah.
I know.
I remember they interrupted, I think, the NBA playoffs or something. Yes. Right?
Yes. The Knicks were in the finals.
With the Lakers.
Yeah.
When I arrived at this wedding, my wife had gone on ahead of me. It was all her friend. It was for her friend getting married. And I pull up to this, and he's not out of the car yet. It's still the overhead chase. And I come up, and my wife is at the door of the bar where everyone's meeting the night before the wedding. And I get out of the car. I walk past her. I went, hi. And I walk into the bar. She has not seen me because I'm living in New York working and she's in Chicago. Wow. She hasn't seen me like in 2 weeks. I went, hi. I walked by her and I went up to the bar and said, can you please change that game to any news station right now? And the guy went, no. Mm-hmm. And I said, I promise you, people will be interested in this.
Yeah, because remember, everybody was really concerned that he was just wanting to get into his driveway so that he could commit suicide in the back of that. Remember, they said that there's a gun back there, and he just wanted to get to his house and get it done.
And a wig, something.
Yeah, and there was a whole
and
suicide
wig.
note.
Wig was there?
It was a wig.
A wig, not Chris. I'm sorry.
It was a wig.
Wig was in the backseat.
He was actually, it was the same day he was auditioning for Lacage.
No way!
They were paired.
And he would have been fantastic. Let's all admit. Right. Yes, murder, yes, but fantastic.
In fairness, incredible. You're right.
You think Nathan Lane hasn't killed somebody?
There's our clip.
I am what I am.
Who knew our 300th would be our last?
Right.
This is pretty.
Oh, happy 300! This is 300.
Thank you. Now, I think
this is 300. You were on early. You were on early days. One of our first ones. Yeah.
First 10.
Yeah, I didn't even know who you guys were. They're like, do you want to do this thing? And I'm like,
well, you still don't.
Price was right.
Yeah. You're Googling us as you speak. Wait, back to the farmer's daughter. I hooked up with someone at the farmer's daughter.
Huh?
Oh,
okay.
Go ahead.
Well,
Wait a second.
Wait a second. Circled back.
Wait a second. Was he pale and Irish from South Carolina? Was he very lonely? Did he keep on calling? Did he call you Evie?
Stephen, does that line up, Stephen, with what you called your blackout days? Does that?
Yeah.
This is all time out.
I think we matched Legos.
Wait, Sean, keep going.
No, that's it. I was so
End of
young.
story?
So you would go audition in the morning. You'd audition like a couple of places in the morning, and then you'd go to the whatchamacallit, the farmer's market.
That's right.
And
but the old one,
in the big parking lot, whatever.
Before the Grove was built.
Yeah, before.
And then you'd get like a fruit plate, and you and all the people you knew from Chicago, which was my situation, you'd sit around and you'd put your beeper.
That's right.
In the middle of the table. And everybody put your beeper in front of you, and you'd be eating like some lovely melon or whatever like that, and then and somebody would start buzzing.
That's right.
And
call back.
And then you'd be like, well, that's the life I could have had.
What was that great breakfast place that was there?
Denny's?
At the farmer's market?
Yeah.
Oh, it's called Dupar's.
Dupar's.
No, it wasn't Dupar's. It was like a counter you could go with, not Dupar's. It was part of the farmer's market though.
There were a lot of tasty little treats in there. Well, Stephen, do you remember going in and reading for a pilot and signing your 5-year deal, and seeing what you could be making if you do make it past this final round?
I want you to know I did not go to network that many times. It turned out, had to write for myself because I was ostensibly an actor, but I was really I turned out I was probably a writer who needed to write for himself because there's not a lot of tape on me from the early days. I went to network, they were going to do an Addams Family. I remember that.
Oh, wow.
They were going to do like a reboot of the Addams Family. I was called back in for Gomez. I remember that. That was kind of fun.
Do you remember who got it? Do you remember who's in that pilot?
Nope. Here's a good one. Yeah. I was supposed to be the sidekick. Did I tell you this already?
No.
Did I tell you this last time? I was offered the sidekick for the Magic Hour.
What's the Magic Hour?
Magic Hour?
Magic Johnson's talk show.
No way.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
I was offered the sidekick on the Magic Hour.
Did that ever go?
And
I don't remember that show.
It did. It went for like 8 weeks or something like that. Like 32 shows or something like that. And I got called in, really lovely fella named Jim Sharp, who used to, he was head of development for Comedy Central, and I knew him through that. And he goes, would you come in and just meet with these people? And I said, sure. I mean, I had a wife and a child, and none of us had any jobs. And I was like, whatever. I will dance on the head of a pin.
Right.
Shirtless. And I went in and I met with them, and first I met with Jim, and then Magic's team came in, and Magic's team all looked like
the Lakers.
The entire basketball team.
Just the Laker girls. Just the Laker girls.
Okay, sorry.
They all came in. They're all very attractive, very athletic looking, and all, I think, lawyers. And they came in and they explained to me like what the show was going to be. And they said, you're going to be like you're going to be the announcer and the sidekick, and you'll be like, you're like Magic's crazy uncle. Like he'll do a monologue, but you're like the crazy guy, and you'll pepper him with like, you'll yell things at him, and you'll say stuff, and he'll like, he doesn't know what you're talking about. Like, you're like the crazy uncle. He doesn't understand what you're saying or anything like that. And evidently, I really wowed them when I said, I understand what you mean. Like I don't remember saying anything other than the words you're saying are registering with my tympanum. And then I got called and they said, they want you, man. They want you. And I had to sit my pregnant wife down because I flew back to New York. I had to sit my pregnant wife down, and we're unemployed. She's pregnant. And I had to say to her, I've been offered this job on the Magic Hour, and I have to not take it. And she goes, what? And it paid well. Let me say, it paid well. Yeah. And we didn't have, we were living with her parents back in South Carolina. It was a bad situation. And we were in the breakfast nook of her parents' house. And I said, I can't. I just think this would not be good for me. Like I would never be able to wash off this tape. I just don't think this is going to be good. And then she stood up. God bless this woman. She stood up. She looked at me and she said, okay. She said, I trust you. And then she walked out of the room. And it was a bad moment. And then like 6 weeks later, it went on the air, and she turned to me, she says, good call. Because Magic comes out, turns to this guy, I forgot who it is, perfectly lovely comedian who got the gig. I used to know his name, I can't remember. You'd know him if you saw him. He's a funny guy. And the first thing the guy says to Magic goes, man, he's like my crazy uncle. He says things and I don't know what he's talking about. He like just named exactly what they had said to me in the meeting. And then it kind of went downhill from there. And so that was. Do
you think you would have ended up owning a piece of the Dodgers had you stayed?
No, but a lot of movie theaters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's not a great business nowadays, right? Owning those theaters. Those are.
You can just go in and buy popcorn. You don't have to actually go see a movie. You can
no kidding.
You can just go in and buy popcorn and work the Coca-Cola machine. Like work that. Yeah, that's
I live
how
so
they're
close
surviving.
to Century City. I could just
see. It's convenient. You don't even think about it.
God. So wait, so that's like 90, that's like 94, 95 type thing, like in there. That's pre or post?
Yeah, that's 90. That's 97.
That's 97.
It's
so
post my first gig. But
so it's right before Strangers with Candy.
Yeah, it's after Carvey even. It's after Carvey. I've done X57, then I've done Carvey, and then Strangers with Candy. I actually, while I was out there for that pilot season, Paul Dinello and I, with Amy Sedaris, wrote the pilot over the phone. We wrote the pilot for Strangers.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So great. Now, I know you. I don't want to. I know you kind of already answered this, but what after you're done with the show? I don't know. Everybody's going to keep asking you over and over. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
I feel like a college senior. I feel like I'm just about to graduate.
Because they want you. Because they want more of you. We didn't get a vote in all this. Everyone was watching your show because they want you. They love you. They don't want it to be over.
Right.
So what are you going to do for
us? So what's the dream?
I'll just join you guys. You guys.
That'd be great. Yeah. There we go. We've got our second clip.
Fourth.
Yeah.
You need four?
Finally,
four?
Finally ready.
Even split, right? Even equity?
Oh, yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
I can get up higher.
Or I'll dilute one of you. We'll draw straws. We'll draw straws to see who gets diluted.
Sounds fair.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
And now, back to the show.
But what is I know, sorry, we can move on from this if you want, but what is the dream? Like, what is there anything that you've always wanted to do?
Here's the thing. There's a lot of things that I enjoy doing. I kind of live in the dream. This was never my dream. I never had any intention to do this gig. Yeah. It was... No, I never had any intention to... This was a happy accident that I got this gig. Like, I quit the old show before this show came to me. I hadn't told anybody I'd quit. I was like, okay, that was the end of that show. And then before I could tell anybody, they offered me this, and then I came over here. But the idea was I was just going to go back being an actor again. I was going to go Just do that, live that life.
So then maybe we can look forward to that, what Jason was saying. Maybe you're gonna be
I'm about to enter into show business again. I've kind of not been in show business for 21 years because this is artificial. Like to be able to come in every day to know where your clothes are and who you're working with and what time it starts and what time it ends. And especially as the host, because you kind of even get to make the yearly schedule. You just have to hit a number, but you get to make the dates. But after 21 years of that, now I'm like, wait, so if I'm lucky, I have to go to Prague for 3 weeks?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Prague's a lovely place, but like I've really enjoyed, I got to raise my kids under those conditions, like where I know where I was. It's so lucky. And there's lots of young people who this was their first job, and they've been with me for 20 years. And now they're not young anymore.
Amazing.
And I'm trying to prep them for what it was like before I had this gig, which is real show business, which is like high diddle-dee-dee an actor's life for me. You know, it's very much of a caravan.
But then just to build on that, then I mean, the bar is very high for that which you are comfortable doing. Like you don't want to
very low. Like I really, honest to God, I tell you, the person who did the thing that I most admire. I mean, not most admire, but the thing that really struck me is like, you know what Hader did when he left SNL? He went and wrote for South Park for a season. And I remember I saw him. I was still doing the first show when he did that, and I was sitting behind him at the Emmys, and I said, man, that's the perfect thing to do. Just go serve something that you love already. Like, see, can I be of service to people who I really, whose work I really admire? And I thought that's a great thing to do. Don't even worry about like your status of your previous gig. Just go do something you love. I just don't have the time to. I got some things I do want to do, but I would never tell you what they are.
Sure.
No.
Because then you would go do them.
Right.
This is a cutthroat. I know what it's like. I know what Hollywood is like.
Just a hint, though. Just a little hint.
Just a hint?
Is it streaming?
Just a hint?
Is it linear?
It's
just us. It's just us here.
It's pay-per-view.
Whatever. That's still a thing.
Yeah. It's going to be. It's mostly. It's a form
UFC.
It's a form. It's MMA technically. It's a form of MMA.
So smart.
Yeah.
I'd love it if you would you fight Jake Paul? Could that be your next move?
Who wouldn't watch that?
Come on.
Who wouldn't watch that?
God, I would love that so much.
Sprinting around the ring.
If you challenged him to a fight when you rap.
I remember on the old show, I challenged, you know who Brock Lesnar is?
Yes.
Sure, yeah.
On the old show, I challenged Brock Lesnar to a fight, and I called him a pussy and everything like that. And it occurred to me, it was over multiple shows, and I don't know why I did it. I don't know what had happened that I got mad at Brock Lesnar in character. And at a certain point, I went, I should stop saying this.
Did he ever come on the show?
My head would just shear off cleanly like a graham cracker if he punched me once.
Oh, God, remember him? Jesus,
he's still alive. He's not dead, is he?
Was he a boxer?
I know.
Don't even joke about Brock Lesnar dying.
Yeah, man.
No. I mean, when he was fighting, remembe him? Like, it's like
he's a monster.
Like, remember Mike Tyson was just like, just so violent in the ring.
Did you ever seen that, like the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight? Have you seen the footage where Mike pulls a punch because if he had followed through, he would have killed Jake Paul? You see like that calculation of like, I promised him I wouldn't do this. And then he puts his fist down because Jake's open completely. His head just has an enter here sign right on his chin. And Tyson sees the opportunity and you see him not take the opportunity.
Yeah. I remember seeing that video going around and everybody saying this is definitely what the deal was.
Yeah.
I mean,
did you, like, I say I grew up, I'm old enough, I'm much older than two of you. And when I was a kid, Ali was on TV. There's no paper. Like, you would go watch Ali on TV and Foreman and Smokin' Joe Frazier. And it was a big part of my childhood was watching professional boxing.
I never understood it. Where the goal is to hit someone so hard that they lose
consciousness.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the goal.
To hit them as hard as you possibly can, just shy of killing them.
Yeah. That's right.
That's the sweet science right there.
Sean, you don't get it.
Well, what's the
you've
draw?
met people before, right?
And by the way, if you do kill him, you're good. Like,
you've been in the world.
You don't get prosecuted. If they do, really? If they die, you can get prosecuted?
Boxers can get prosecuted, yeah.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But isn't that the goal? To kill?
No,
almost
the goal is to
almost
not kill them.
but almost killed him.
Yeah. How about bullfighting? How do you feel about bullfighting?
Oh, that's
I'll
not
watch
good.
it for a few seconds.
Yeah.
No,
I'll eat them, but I won't stab them.
How dare
I'll
you?
eat them.
How dare
I'll
you?
watch them. I'll put a bolt stunner in their head and bleed them out, and then I'll grind them up. But I wouldn't want anyone in tight pants to taunt it to death.
Don't you drag us out to deep water? How dare you?
Wait, it's called heritage. It's called heritage, my friend. El Heritijo.
I am listening to you. What's the? Yeah, that's exactly right. what you
Oh,
just
it's
said.
beautiful. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
It's an art.
If you could bring,
I went to the bullfight. We went to the Plaza del Toro in Madrid when I was a kid with my mom, and my mom. I remember the whole time she was like, "I know I shouldn't love it. I know I shouldn't love it." But and the bull. It was a bad fight. One of the fights was bad. The matador was bad, and my mother stood up as the bull was being dragged off and yelled, "Viva el Toro!" And I'm like, "You're from Larchmont. What is happening to you?"
Yeah.
She was a Hemingway fan. That was the problem, or the opportunity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Papa was what we call it.
Yeah, the sun also rises.
are they still doing bullfighting?
They are in Spain. They still,
course,
I think,
yeah.
pretty much have. There's this Provençal bullfighting, which is like in southern France near the Spanish border. They don't hurt the bull. They taunt the bull and they run away from it and they basically do dives to get out of its way. And between its horns, there are strings tied and there are little ribbons and things. And if you get close enough to pull the ribbon off and not get hit by the bull, like that's the
the
primo
French,
de primo.
the French, right? They just surrender to the bull immediately. Is that the deal? They just
Some of them they tell the bull where the Jews are.
Wait, what do you get if you pull a ribbon off the bull?
Honor.
What do you get?
Honor.
That's all it takes.
And is there a receipt for that?
Yes, there is. There actually is. I'll show you. I'll send you guys a website. I follow the season. There's a season, and then it's their teams.
You
like
really?
teams
So you're
play
into
against
it.
other-
You're into that.
Would you ever run with the bulls?
Yes, I would. Oh,
You would?
yeah. Yeah, my
Come on.
son did that. It's a very manly look to wear the white outfit. It's the Feast of San Sebastian or something. I forgot what it's called.
There's a tomato fight associated with the weekend, isn't there?
That's a different thing. That's a totally different town.
True.
That's a totally different town. No, but they do.
I was sent a package. And
There's a town in Spain where they have tomatoes fights.
You
Yeah.
fuck the way that you mix up your European festivals is so fucking gross, dude.
And then don't they throw oranges at one of them too? There's an orange toss.
And there's steins and during Oktoberfest. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you drink beers.
Yeah.
Right? That's you go up to Germany and you have beers. It's the same weekend.
How much time do you spend with Sedaris these days? Do you see
Not
her a lot?
enough.
Not enough.
Not enough. Not enough.
God, she's a
Haven't
treasure,
seen her,
isn't
but
she?
She's
She's the
lovely.
best. I love
She's just marvelous.
That Instagram of hers, I don't know how she gets those
Very powerful.
those photos.
I know.
Very powerful.
Her birthday is coming up soon.
Well, what's amazing is that how big she is on Instagram. She didn't get a cell phone until about 2018, I don't think. 2018, 20, right? I mean, you know that too. She never had a cell phone. So you had to call her at home and leave her a message.
By the way, a friend of mine do you know these are like new things. There's now landlines are coming back. And there's 6 numbers. There's like 630-886 or whatever. And it's
Instead of a 7 number.
No, but yes, correct. And it's tied to the internet in your house, but it's a landline, and it can only go to a certain person, like, right? One person.
Like a hot
Only that person can pick up the phone?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, is there a thumbprint identifier?
I don't know.
Like a
I don't know, but-
hotline, like the old school hotline.
Yeah, almost like a hotline, yeah. And they're getting really popular really fast.
Do a little bit more research on that and come back to us with it, Sean.
I was about to say,
You know
that
what,
story,
Stephen?
That story
Stephen-
did not pan out. A lot of excitement. A lot of excitement at the beginning of that.
Yeah.
And if we had jumped on, maybe we could have gotten that
Groundswell.
boat up on its skegs.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
we could
sure.
have actually we could have made the wave with you.
Yeah.
But we just washed you.
But
the
there's
reef.
nothing else to the story other than landlines are coming back.
You know
I
what?
mean,
You
isn't
should do that maybe,
interesting?
Stephen. What about a landline where you have like a hotline and you answer, people call it and you just stand by the phone and you answer questions. They pay you, right?
There you
Sort
go.
of a couple bucks, and then you pick up the phone and you give them like 30
Oh,
seconds.
I have a wealth of knowledge. Ask me anything. Ask me anything.
Yeah.
Right now, let's try it out. Ask me anything, and let's
Okay.
see if I know anything about the subject.
In what country and on what weekend do they do the tomato fight?
This is great.
That is actually, it's not in Spain, it's in Italy. It's on the Feast of San Cristobal. It's on the 8th of August.
Do you see?
Come on. Is that true? Is that true?
No, it's total bullshit. But that's
But that's what you're going to get on his hotline.
and I think the name, that'll be my podcast, and it'll be called A Dangerous Thing, because a little knowledge is a dangerous thing. And I answer all of your questions as with absolute confidence.
you
know
have
just
very
enough
little
to be
knowledge.
misinformed.
Because
And then,
you have
I have broad but very shallow. Like, you
Sure.
cannot get your ankles wet in my level of knowledge in
Yeah.
most things other than the Lord
It's
of the
called
Rings.
Good Smelling Bullshit with Stephen Colbert.
That's right. Then you'll know what it's like to be married to me.
Are you super into the because you're into the Lord of the Rings and stuff? Obviously,
love it.
I imagine initially through the books. Are you a big Star Wars guy too? Because Sean is huge Star Wars in that whole world.
I do enjoy the Star Wars universe. I was lucky enough when I was 13 years old. Star Wars came out in 77, and because WTMA, the local radio station with the host Booby Nash, and 1250 on your AM dial, they gave away tickets. You had like be like the fifth caller, and you got 4 tickets to see this movie, and nobody knew what it was. Yeah. It was called Star Wars, and I won, or my friend Keith Sargi, and it was me and Keith Sargi and Haskell Fudenberg and Haskell's mom, because we couldn't drive. We went to go see it. We had no idea what it was, and it was 3 weeks before it was released nationally. And so we went to Northwoods Mall or something, and we had these
early tastemakers.
We had to stop by the radio station to pick up the tickets, and they were big blue tickets that had like the Death Star on it and an X-wing. We didn't know what any of this was.
Right.
And we wanted to keep the tickets because that would be cool. I said, no, you got to give us the tickets. But they handed us back a big button with a starfield on it that said, "May the Force be with you." We had no idea what that meant. But we put our pins on, and we sat down, absolutely no idea what we're about to experience. And then then there was like, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. And we're like, what is that? And then, and Star Wars comes up, and it grabbed us by the scrotum. Like, it just dragged, and I was 13 and there wasn't much to grab at that point. And dragged us into the story. And the next day, the next Monday, we all went to school, and there was no explaining to anyone how everything was different now.
Right. Yeah.
And then 3 weeks later, everybody was, excited. And we were like, but we knew before you did.
Yeah. Did you keep any of that stuff? Do you still have any of that?
I still have the button, yeah. The button
you
is
still
on.
do, of course. Wow.
The button is in my workroom on the pegboard still.
That's amazing.
Sean will hire somebody to come and you shouldn't have said
I
what
have
it is.
security.
You had Sean at Pegboy.
Yeah. Stephen, I'll clean your office for you tonight if you want. Yeah. Wait, Stephen, go back to the Lord of the Rings just for 2 seconds, and then we gotta let you go. I know you
go. No problems here, baby. What do you want to know?
I know, but like, how often do you watch the movies?
Oh, I mean, I love the movies. I've seen them many times. Again, I saw them, like, I wrangled in any way I could to get tickets and whatever little Hollywood connections I had, but when those things came out, to get in before anybody could see them. Like, I saw the Directors Guild preview screening across town here.
Right.
And I've seen them many times, but I love Peter Jackson and Philippa and Philippa Boyens and Fran Walsh.
Jason, you ever seen it?
Which?
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
I don't think I've seen any of the Lord of the Rings.
No way.
Yeah.
You're not shitting me, right? You've not seen.
I'm not. I bet I probably saw like the first one, but I haven't.
Let's do it at your house, JP.
The Return of the King.
I was just going to ask, what is considered between the Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, and Star Trek? What is considered like the best?
Well, they're all so different.
Yeah.
The best what? Get to the noun.
The best film. I mean, Empire Strikes Back, I guess, always.
You mean in like a science fiction or fantasy genre?
Yeah, just like quality of film and
Lord
like
of the
effects
Rings.
and
The Lord of the Rings, that trilogy is generally considered among the cognoscenti in this world to be the only perfect trilogy. It's perfectly executed.
And how old are they?
Really
They're it's like
This is the 25th. This year is the 25th anniversary. I had Elijah Wood on last night. The 25th
you
anniversary of the first
Oh, right.
film,
I
The
just read
Fellowship.
about that, and he was embarrassed to say that he's yet to finish the books.
He has not read the books yet. He started the books.
Yeah, that'd be my story.
Yeah.
I remember I saw those at the Burlington Mall, Burlington, Massachusetts.
That's a great story.
You walked right
And
by
do you
him.
like The Hobbit?
That's a really... Wait, no, I want to hear more about this story. Tell me about the Burlington Mall.
Hang on, I'm just reading an email.
But I'll tell you what I do, and I realize I just said do, is that I read the books constantly. Like,
you do?
I love the movies. I admire so much what they did with it. But I'm a book guy. Like I'm.
Other than those, what kind of books are you into? What do you like to read?
When I was younger, I was a huge Salinger fan. I used to read a book a day when I was younger, when I had the time. And it was all science fiction and fantasy. And then a lot of philosophy, a lot of religious text, stuff like that, like comparative religion texts, Joseph Campbell, a lot of poetry. I love Galway Kinnell.
Boy, I'm bummed that I asked that question.
This is a serious man.
Mary Oliver. You ever read any Mary Oliver?
No, I'm much more sort of in fiction. I'm really into like noir and stuff like that. And I was going to say, Len Deighton died yesterday. The great Len Deighton, who wrote. I don't know if you guys were into any of that stuff. No, okay.
No. Big shout
Stephen
out.
Colbert. Let me just look at my notes here really quickly.
Any questions for Stephen?
Not a question.
Is there a second question?
No, there's not really a second question.
Stephen, for 300 guests, this is such a
already
special thing
over.
that
Yeah,
you
That's
are.
an hour, baby. That's an hour. That's a wrap. It's
just
Check
fun
the
to
gate.
play. We just want to play with you more. We just want to.
I'll have more time, in June.
Yeah, we're going to clear a
Please
seat
invite
for
me
you.
back it's been 5 years since I was on? How long has it been?
Yeah.
Oh
5
no,
years.
almost 6 years.
Wow.
Because you were on early. It's been almost 6 years.
So please, let's see in 6 years. This has been so fun.
But truly, Stephen, for such a special thing for our 300th episode, it's really, really cool.
I didn't know this was 300th. What an honor to be
Very
at such
nice
a
of
milestone. Who did you
Really
have for
cool.
200? Who'd you have for 200? Do you remember?
The Pope. He answered us. We had the Pope.
Francis?
Pretty quickly.
That was an incoming from him. I don't remember. But we knew. But it is true. It was a big deal. We wanted to have you, and we went out of our way to make sure that that you were our 300th guest, and you're just a delight in everything you do. As you know, I'm a fan. Not only are you a great guy, I'm such a fan of what you do. I've always kind of looked up to you. You're so funny and great and gracious and cool and all of it.
Thanks, you guys. Well, this was the reason why I came on is that you hadn't been on very long, but every one of these I heard, I thought that sounds like enormous fun to go on, and I underplayed how fun it is to talk to you guys. I admire what you guys have built. You finally found what you should be doing.
Yeah,
and I'm happy for you. Just hold on to it tight. Hold on to it tight.
Amen.
Don't take it for granted.
We're gripping so tight. We are gripping so tight.
You can, and the listeners can feel it.
All right. Thanks, you guys.
Thanks,
Stephen,
Stephen.
thank you, man.
Have a great rest of your day,
show.
buddy.
Thank you, pal.
Bye.
Bye, buddy. Boy, I tell you, it's the talk show hosts. They'd never fail. Always the best guests.
God, he is funny. I haven't laughed that hard in so long.
I know.
Yeah.
He is
It's
fucking
just
funny, man.
unbelievable.
And it went by in 3 seconds.
I know.
I know. I could talk to him about Lord of the Rings for 9 hours.
I know
straight.
you could, Angel.
I know.
God, it would be
Hey,
amazing.
will you?
And
Will
Jay,
you,
haven't
will you
seen
come
it.
over and show me one of those?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I would love to do that.
But if I'm gonna see a Lord of the Rings film, a Harry Potter film, a Star Trek film, or a Star Wars film, which would be the
I don't
greatest?
know. Star Trek, I don't think is in the same. All due respect, I think that it's
Scotty's
kind of
a huge
different.
Star. Yeah, it is. He's a huge Star Trek fan, but I'm not.
Well, so which is the best film, right? I get they're all great movies, but is there a real cinematic? Harry Potter's got some incredible production design.
Of course. But I think that what you're looking for would be Lord of the Rings. Those movies are cinematically incredible.
Beautiful.
JB.
It's they're like what's that big movie that Spielberg was inspired by? That super famous old movie that was sweeping and
Lawrence of Arabia.
Yeah, Lawrence of Arabia. It's kind of like that. It's like scope and huge.
Gotcha.
It's really incredible.
I've heard that Sony's got an incredible 70mm print of Lawrence of Arabia. And,
oh, really?
Yeah, and that we should bother them and go and ask Tom Rothman if we can go watch it.
I've never
it's supposed
seen
to
it.
be amazing.
I've
supposed to be incredible.
Well, let's go.
I know. And
Let's go today.
Let's go today. Guys, how insane that we've done 300 episodes. A lot of people say it feels like we've done 600.
Yeah.
Yeah. But to have Stephen on, really just so special. And I want to say I love doing this with you guys so much. This is such a joy.
Back at you, buddy.
It's never a
dull moment. Always so fun.
It's never hard.
We're so lucky. And I'm just going to say that. I'm going to piggyback on that and just say I love you guys. I'm so lucky. We're like family and brothers, and I love you.
Love you right back.
I love both of you guys so much. So much. You're really important to me.
Thank you for the gift of your friendship and this partnership. Truly.
Likewise. Well, with that, I think I've overstayed
I will say this.
Oh, here it goes.
We've found, we've made a great connection in this life.
He's feeling
the three of
confident
us.
about this one.
And you've been out there. Connections like these are really, really, really hard to come.
Bye.
300. SmartLess is 100% organic and artisanally handcrafted by Bennett Barbaco, Michael Grant Terry, and Rob Armjarf.
SmartLess.
Give it up for Josh Johnson!
I try to be an optimistic person, I really do. But this does feel like a weird year to have Christmas. This feels like the type of year where you go to bed December 24th and wake up and it's December 26th. You know what I mean? Not just Christmas, all the holidays. It feels kind of wild. All the holidays. It's like, all right, I guess we gotta try. All of it. I don't know a single person that's excited for their holiday coming up. Everybody's like, and I gotta do this. No, not at all. I try though. Try to bring some of the joy back, some whimsy, I've been going to the mall in every city that we've been going to. If I can make it to the mall, I go to the mall. Y'all remember the mall? It's like Amazon with rooms. And when I go to the mall now, especially this time of year, I look for Santa. You know what I mean? Because nobody's going to Santa anymore. It's actually really sad. Like no, you go to the mall and no one is going to Santa at all. It's like we've lost it socially. Like it's not happening. Even when you look at social, you're seeing less and less people post pictures with their kids with Santa and stuff like that. Like, we're just not doing Santa. I don't even know if they tell kids about Santa anymore. It seems like they don't tell kids about Santa. My friends have kids, and I don't know a single kid that's like, oh, I'm hoping Santa brings me. All of them got an Amazon wish list. They all. We've lost it. We've lost that touch of whimsy. We have, now a kid knows. The kid had the wish list, had it all picked out, emailed you. And now if everything not on the list, they're like, I guess times must be tough. Like the thing, this is what Santa did for our parents, right? Santa was this little gap where some real magic could happen. You came up with your list, right? And you were polite because Santa's a stranger. You don't want to come off greedy. And so you would write down a few things that you would love for Christmas. You would even scratch stuff out. People would pour, like kids that I knew would pour so much attention over, they would stress over their Christmas list. They would go over and over again, they scratch stuff. I know I actually want that. You see this little piece of paper, by the end of the day it was unrecognizable. So many scratches and then writing over and then scratching and then misspelling, and now you gotta rewrite it because what if you misspell it and Santa doesn't know what that is? You know? And so you would write this letter, and then your parents would be like, we'll mail it to Santa for you. You're like, thank you so much. You already doing a lot. That trip to the... I remember my mom was like, I'll send this to Santa, and I was like, you really a saint. You know that? Like, you are, because you knew I wasn't going to make it to the post office on my own. Like, you really doing me a solid right now. I'm going to go back to playing with these blocks, but I won't forget this. You a real sweetheart, you know, truly. And then Christmas would come, and the presents were wrapped. And even if you stayed up, there were a lot of parents out there too crafty. You couldn't catch them, you know. Yeah, you would think you were staying up too. You would think you were like, I better go to sleep because if you're awake, Santa won't come, which was kind of true. I was like, all right, okay. And then, you go to sleep. I remember one time I went to sleep. This was Christmas Eve. Went to sleep. Woke up middle of the night. I was terrified. I was like, he gotta know this one not my fault. Like, he gotta. And I woke up because I needed to go to the bathroom. And so I was laying in bed, and I was like, I think I'm gonna have to wet this one. I think I'm gonna have to. It's not worth Christmas, all right? You know, I can try to hold it as long as I don't dream about water. I think I'll be all right, but if I get up and then Santa hear my feet, that might be a wrap for the whole year. I've been good all year, not for nothing. I was good all year. You know, he was watching this stuff, so I'm probably gonna get everything that I asked for. So I can't risk that over a little tinkle, you know. And so then Christmas Day comes. Wow. Christmas Day is here. You wake up excited for Christmas, but even more excited that you see sunlight. It means you can finally pee. And so you bust out of the bed and you run to the bathroom and the door is closed. Someone's in there. And you're like, all right, I've waited for hours. I guess I can wait a little longer. They come out of the bathroom. They're like, Merry Christmas. You know, there's no time. All right. You rush past them, slam the door. You come out. After you wash your hands, you're like, I'm sorry about that. All right. I've been dealing with a lot. Christmas morning, it's time to open presents. You sitting there and you see a bunch of boxes. You see a bunch of boxes, and some of them aren't even boxes. Some of them just gift wrap lumps. And the lumps worry you because you're like, I don't think I asked for anything lumpy. I don't know. This might be for somebody else. He might be confused. You sit down and maybe every family does it differently. Maybe each person opens a gift and they all take turns and you all like, that's great for you. You know what I mean? Like, or maybe you get to open all yours and someone gets to open all theirs and everything. And I was the only child, and I was the first grandbaby in I think a decade or something. So it really was like my mom, my aunt, my dad, my grandma, my grandpa were all in on Christmas for just me. I was so blessed that they really were excited to see me open these gifts. I didn't have to I never had to fight for that sort of attention or anything. They were very excited to see my reaction, right? Which is a blessing. And let's just call it a double-edged sword. Because now, without me realizing, there's a bunch of pressure for me to like every gift because each gift was from one of them, you know? And so I started opening gifts. And, there were some years where I was very blessed. I had a bunch of gifts, some years where I got a few gifts, but they were exactly what I wanted, So I started opening gifts, and maybe my grandma would hand me one and be like, this is from Santa, I'd be like, all right. I'd start opening it. And I remember the year. A Nintendo 64. I didn't know how unproductive my life was about to get. I didn't know. I was about to have a rough year in math. Because they got me an N64 and they got me Diddy Kong Racing. A true N64 classic. I didn't know it at the time, but I was a part of history. I would lose thousands of hours like many children to a game where you could either play as a plane, a car, or like a little hovercraft tubing thing, which really didn't make any sense. Loved that game so much. I played it for hours Christmas Day. And then, I didn't play it right away. There were other gifts to open. This was a beautiful Christmas, right? I remember I got handed one of the lumpy ones. It also said from Santa, right? And I was like, okay. And I opened it, and it was 2 shirts. Not to sound ungrateful, but as someone with shirts, I was like, ooh, okay, wow, and it fits me just right. I know he wrote Josh, but he must have meant another name. This needs to go to someone who doesn't have shirts. Because then when you would open these gifts, you would think back to when you went to see Santa and you told him about this, and he was like, oh, yes, that sounds doable. Well, if you've been good this year, then you have nothing to worry about, right? And then you would think back to that thing when you open the gift and you're like, oh, this is what he was talking about. He said I didn't have anything to worry about and my man came through. And then, as the years pass, you find out. You find out, and like Christmas, it doesn't necessarily lose its magic. It just morphs into a different thing. Because one thing that my family would do, I don't know about anybody else, because there are some families where I completely understand. I really don't judge how you try to enjoy the holiday or raise your family, but there are some people that I knew growing up who Santa didn't come to their house because their parents were like, no, I got it. Oh, please believe I didn't work overtime to give the credit to the man at the mall. No, Daddy got you that. I remember one time my friend was my friend's dad was talking about it, and because he had said something about like, but what about when Santa comes? That's like all I heard in the conversation. But what about when Santa comes? And he was like, Santa work 1 month out of the year. I work all 12. I'm handling it. You know? I remember this is like right at the cusp of me finding out, right? So this is like right before I found out, okay? But I remember being like, I was still a kid. I wasn't like itty bitty. I was where you start putting it together. And because, I come from this area in the South. I come from Louisiana, and I'm blessed to be raised by all of these educators and everything. And just like living down south, you'll experience it sooner or later. And then sometimes your parents try to shield you by arming you with the knowledge of what the world is like before you have to experience a part of it yourself. And so I was being taught about segregation, about how my grandmother was treated when she was a kid, about what laws there used to be in the place that we live. That they were telling me how this thing wasn't that long ago, that people would try to make it seem like ancient history, but a lot of those people are still alive for it, which means it's more recent than they're comfortable with, And I was finding out about segregation right around the time that I saw a black Santa and a white Santa. So I remember going to the mall that year and seeing Santa, and he was white. And I sat in his lap like all those other years, and I don't know, I was just thinking to myself, as a little kid, I was just thinking to myself, like, yeah, this is progress, you know what I mean? Like, we always... Because also, you're so little when you were going to Santa, especially in the 90s, when you would go to Santa, that it was a whole other year later, you didn't really put it together that this Santa didn't look like the last Santa. Santa would change it wasn't until I had almost figured it out that I was like, oh, Santa, how you been? This man's like, what do you mean? I'm like, oh, you just, you just look a little different than... Like, what different, how do you mean? And it's like, that was on him. That was like follow-up questions. It's not my fault anymore. How do you mean? I was like, oh, you don't know? And I guess if you don't feel different, you're not different. But yeah, last time you just had, a glow about you. You know what I mean? Because not everybody had the same loving experiences with Santa that I did. I'm aware some people had their bad you know. They're bad experiences, you know, like my friend wrote a letter to Santa because that's how his parents had him do it. Like they were like trying to teach him letter writing and penmanship and everything. They were like, you got to write a letter to Santa, and the letter to Santa has to be clear, it has to be legible, and you have to write it like a letter. Dear Santa, say exactly what you want, and make sure you sign off sincerely yours, your name, right? Write a letter. And so he wrote a letter to Santa, and then he didn't get what he wanted that year, and he was so disappointed. You know, that the next year, this is what they made him do every year. The next year, he wrote a letter to Santa again, but instead of making requests, this time he was just sort of airing his grievances. He was just sort of airing his grievances about the prior year, so he wrote this letter to Santa. He was like, Dear Santa, I'll kill you. You think you can play with me? I was good all year last year, and you didn't bring anything I wanted. You just brought me stuff that my parents told me that I should buy with the money from my lemonade stand. How are you gonna take their side over mine? Thanks for nothing. Good for nothing. Santa. Sincerely yours, Roger. And of course, his parents read the letter, and then he got in trouble. And he felt even more betrayed. He was like, you read my letter to Santa? Is there no justice? That was a private conversation. Over here meddling. And so when I go to the mall and I see Santa, it hits different. I remember all of these like special experiences I had with Santa at the mall, right? And then I see Santa over there, and they don't even have him in prime real estate anymore. They got Santa in the back of the mall. They put him in the back, they put him in the corner. They put Santa in the mall the same places that the airport put Spirit Airlines when they unless you got a ticket, unless you got a boarding pass, you won't find this area at all. Even with the boarding pass, you always in the wrong area. How you gonna have a terminal 4.5? You know Spirit Airlines, it's the Waffle House of airlines. I've actually flown Spirit plenty times, and I love to see a fight. I love to see a fight. Because here's the thing. And I know Spirit gets like a bad reputation because basically everything that is happening on other airlines is just happening on Spirit, but Spirit takes you to a place where you're willing to go to jail. Like you just like you're like ready. You know what I mean? You ready. And so a fight on Spirit Air, because I'll give you an example. I've seen a bunch of almost fights on Delta. I've seen a lot of almost fights on Delta because what Delta will do is that they will put your layover, they'll make your layover 12 seconds. So you'll leave, you did everything you're supposed to do. You got to the airport on time, you went through TSA, and then you board, and then you take off, and then you land. And you knew it because they did it on your other boarding pass. They were like, oh, the time that you're taking off is the time that you're landing. They're the same time. They're the same. And when you look at it initially, you're like, oh, I must gain an hour. No. No, it's no time zone difference. Yeah, and so then you land panicked. You land because you're missing it. You land and you're late. You're already late. And so you want to get off the plane as soon as possible. And you will ask the flight attendant even, you'll be like, as you're boarding, be like, I have a very, very tight connection. Can you please make that announcement y'all make sometimes about people who, you don't have to say my name, like people who have tight connections so that if people could sit and then let them leave first and everything so they have a chance to make it. So they have a chance. You remember chances? And I remember the last time I asked the flight attendant to do this because my entire group, we had such a tight layover that I was like, it is a significant amount of people on the plane that have to get to the next gate, which isn't close because that's also too much to ask. It would be crazy if you landed and you had to go next door, right? It's like, no, if you got a layover, the fun of a layover is running. The fun of a layover is running, you know what I mean? It's not a layover if you don't exercise. It's not a layover. Okay. This is probably gonna be where you turn on me, but look. There was a flight I was on one time where where we landed was my final destination. But those people had like a tight layover. So then they made the announcement. And when they make the announcement, I just sit. I do my best to just sit. Unless the person who needs to get out is like in the window or something. Now I'm like, oh, okay, well, this is also why it doesn't work. Because a bunch of the people that don't have the layover didn't all have aisle seats. Like you basically pushed a bunch of people into the aisle to try to get around them. We might as well all just leave now. You know what I mean? We're actually holding it up now by other people letting you be like, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And like letting you pass where there's no room. Aisles weren't made for people. It was made for one person. So when someone's getting by, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. It's my bad. Sorry. You're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it. And so there was this family, tight layover, right? Not sitting together. Not sitting together at all. And everybody is doing the best they can. I'm not saying they should have planned and sat together or anything like that. Maybe there really wasn't the possibility. Maybe by the time they were buying tickets, it was just a bunch of single seats, you know? And so the family, which was like a big family. It was a Kevin McAllister amount of family. It was crazy. This family had every aisle seat down the entire plane, right? Like it wasn't a big plane. It was one of those where it wasn't just the two seats. It wasn't that small, but within the three seats, it didn't go back that far. It probably had like 30 rows or something like that. But it just straight up like 15 people together needed to get off to go to the same flight. And I knew that because they were talking to each other as we were landing. They were yelling like up and behind each other and talking to each other as we were landing. And they all had the shade up and they were all like, yep, we close. Like it was... And so then we land, they make the announcement, please let these people go, right? So then these people are trying to get out from their middle seat without the other person getting up. So before the other person can even offer to get up and get in the aisle to make room for them, they're like, I'm so sorry. Sorry. Right? If you climb me, don't say excuse me. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you give me, if I'm sitting. I'm sitting. I'm sitting next to you, sitting like a Christian, sitting. And then you get up and you don't even know what you're trying to give me. You don't know if it should be the back or the front because you don't know how nimble you are, right? They're both bad in their own way. They're both horrible. Because if I'm sitting and then you got to get over me, and now you over here just foot in front of the face, and you just fighting to not sit in my lap. You over here, if I miss the lap, it's fine somehow. Everything is fine now. And I gotta sit there like that didn't happen. That's crazy. I don't know what's worse. I've had back and I've had front. Front is crazy, because front is a relationship. I've had people stand up middle seat, turn around. That's what happened on this flight. Turn around to talk to the person behind who's also in their party, and was like, we got 6 minutes. We got 6 minutes, and it's at another terminal, so we're gonna have to run, right? And then, before I can even unbuckle my seatbelt, okay, I'm sorry. 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 Climbed over me front facing. Whole time I got posted up like this, posted up elbow. Trying to block something. Falls on me. Then gets up, gets in the aisle. I was like, where are you going? We married now. And so they were running, right? All running out and everything, because they all pretty much did the same thing. Some of them were nimble. Some of them were like, all running down the aisle. People actually were sitting and not getting up and letting them go. It was a real show of humanity. You know what I mean? I guess other people on the plane were like, yes, we are here, so we'll wait the other 30. Usually society falls apart in that moment. You know? But let everybody get off. And then in first class was someone who I assume was the grandfather figure of the group. But they hadn't sent the wheelchair down the jet bridge yet. And so Grandpa was sitting in like row 2, aisle C, watching his family run. And then one of them bringing up the rear was like, Grandpa, come on. And he was like, did you forget? And you can see it's like, I don't know, this is me projecting, but it felt like a very like son-in-law situation. Like the way that Grandpa was talking to him, it felt like he married in, because this, unless he just really doesn't respect his own blood like that, this was crazy, right? Did you forget? And then he's like, okay, I'll see if they can send a wheelchair down and everything. And he was like, go without me. Just go. I don't know what trip they were trying to make. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I genuinely, there are some people who save up for years to go somewhere exotic, somewhere they've always dreamed of going, or maybe they want to bring their family. There are some people who get the opportunity to go places because it's being gifted to them. There's someone that's bringing their whole family somewhere. I can't imagine the stress this family was under to just be scrambling off the plane like that, right? All I know is that this man, he said, go without me. And this man cupped the back of his neck, knelt down, and tried to put his arm under his knees and got ready to try to pick Grandpa up and run with him. Panic is one thing, but like, never let panic give you confidence. Because look, I'm just telling you what I saw, I'm not judging, but Grandpa was built like Santa. And bruh was built like me. So the idea that he was gonna pick this man up and run down a terminal to a terminal in 6 minutes is a delusion. You have a spell on your mind if you think you're making it. He got Grandpa legs right about here. Grandpa over here. And we all heard it, they being loud too. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing implies I don't want to be picked up. What are you doing? You know what he's doing. You grown. You know what he's doing. But what are you doing is your way of saying stop, right? And I don't know. He believes in himself. He trying to make the flight. He bends his knees and gives it a shot. It's crazy when you pick somebody up like, I don't know, marriage style. I don't know what this is, but like when you pick somebody up like bride style like that, their eyes and your eyes are like level, right? And so Grandpa over here. Now son-in-law straining. Now he over here. I've never heard somebody muscle tear through their voice. You know what I mean? Are you done? This man said, put me down. To be fair, he had never really lifted him up. Lower the legs down and everything. And then he was like, go. Son-in-law over here. They bring down the wheelchair. I have no idea if Grandpa made it or not, you know? I don't. I just wondered if like maybe a different airline would have brought a wheelchair faster. Like maybe as an airline they only got one wheelchair, so then people have to share frequently, you know? It's tough. It's tough. Back of the airport. Back of the mall. I was walking in the mall. I came across a Santa. No line. No line at all. And really, truly, like, I don't even know when the last time it was that somebody made going to Santa part of their Christmas card. Or I saw it on social, like Baby's First, you know, visit to Santa, anything like that. So it does make sense. Nobody here, you know? And so I was like, I'll take a picture with Santa. I do that. Sometimes I'll take a picture with Santa, especially if it's a situation like this. This dude is gonna be here for like 8 hours, and he can't be on his phone. Santa can't be on his phone. So I'm like, let me just, you know what I mean? Support. You know, he's done a lot for me. Let me do something for him. And so I walk up. And, you know, I got to register, you know, you got to purchase it from the elves beforehand. Because, you know, capitalism, right? So, and so I walk up and, all right, I've done this a few times, right? I've gone to the mall, seen Santa, taken a picture with Santa, right? And, how do I put this? They are nice to me in a way that's disrespectful. You know, so I walk up to the elves and I'm like, hey, I'd love to take a picture with Santa today. And they were like, what package would you like? I was like, oh, I'll take the digital package with like 2 printouts, right? Just so. And they're like, you sure you want to do it today? Because I'm going to be honest with you. That's not even the real Santa. Like, he like, no, for real, he like a low-key backup Santa. Like, he's, you know, real Santa got food poisoning. He called in sick, so they called him. But like, and I was like, well, I'm only here today, so yeah, let's do it. He's like, are you sure? Then the elf pulled out a picture of the other Santa with another family and was like, this is what you're missing out for. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was a better Santa. Like, it was like, nah, he had like a twinkle and everything. It was crazy. Like, I don't know if he used Visine for that or something, but just, you know what I mean? Like, you could hear it. You could hear, you looked at the picture, it felt like you could hear his dimples. You know what I mean? You know? I was like, well, no, I'm here today. Let's, you know what I mean? Like, my man over here by himself, let's take a picture, right? And they were like, hi. And then I walked up to Santa, and this is my thing. This is what I'm talking about being too nice. I'm a grown man. I told you my name. You don't have to call me buddy this much. This is, we get into some real disrespect here. You know, and I know I don't do myself any favors because I walk up and I guess I'm not presenting like this is just gonna be a chill. I'm excited to see Santa. And I think that's what starts us off on the wrong foot Cause he's sitting there and then he see me coming and you can see in his eyes he like what always hurt me is they look behind me for a family and they and then, you know, I walk up and once again, yeah, don't do myself any favors because I bust in there. You know, they got the little fenced off area within the fake grass and then all the presents and the tree and stuff like that. And then the trail leading out that is to a line that nobody's in, right? So I walk up and I walk up a little fast. There's no line or anything. I don't know a good pace to walk. I'm not running, but like I'm walking. You know what I mean? I know where I'm going, and y'all made that snake line like it's gonna be the bank. You know what I'm talking about? They got extra fence like there's gonna be a line. There's no line. So then I'm trying to get to it. It's awkward. He's sitting over there. He a maze away. I'm just getting it over with, right? I'm sure from his perspective, because he's being still, it looked like I'm running, but I'm not running. I'm walking. I'm walking with some pace, right? But then I walk up, and then as soon as I get through the gate, and I walk up to him like, "How's it going, Sam?" And that is too much. That now he doesn't know who he dealing with. Like now he extra nice because he's unsure. You know what I mean? Man, over here, and this is my thing. I know we two grown men, but like, you gotta stay in character. You know what I mean? Like, cause I roll up, I'm like, "Hi, Santa," and he's like, "Oh." You are supposed to say ho, ho, ho. How do you do the exact opposite of your literal catchphrase? I'm like, "How you doing, Santa?" "Oh." How are you? What's your name? And then I was like, "I'm Josh." And I know that by using my thumb to point at myself, I know that was a wild move. If you use your thumb to point at yourself, you probably don't do everything yourself. If you're using your thumb to point at yourself, you're probably 12. You're very proud of a certificate you just earned or something. It's like, "What's your name?" "I'm Josh." "Oh." There it is again. Why are you doing that? You know what I mean? And so, you know, he's sitting there, and there's a chair. There's a chair. There's nowhere else. You have to sit in Santa's lap. It's part of the experience. You do. And so the fact that maybe I seem eager, that's fair. I seem a little eager. And that's on me. I should be cooler about it. I should walk, you know what I mean? I shouldn't jump, yeah, so. But yeah, I go ahead, sit in Santa's lap, and, you know, he even had the little, like, yeah, like, he knows they built it this way. This is how you're supposed to do it, so that. And I sat in his lap, and admittedly, I should have started talking. Like, I shouldn't have just sat there waiting for him to speak or something. But and I know that everybody's doing their best. I never want to put somebody who's making an honest, just an earnest effort down or anything, but. His lap game was lacking. Like, this is like, I've sat in many laps. I've been serviced by many Santas, and when I tell you, this man's lap was weird. Like, this. First of all, so I sat in my man's lap, right, and I've never felt anything like this in my life. It felt like the top half was Santa and the bottom half was elves, because, like, his legs were built like mine. Like, he had the skinniest legs. So I can't even get comfortable. It's like he missing a lap. I'm like, you sitting down, right? Felt like I was sitting in between two rungs of a ladder. I was like, where am I going right now? It was at that moment I was like, maybe I should have waited for the other Santa. Like he just, you know what I mean? Felt like his lap would have had more cushion to it, you know? And then he's like, well, what would you like for Christmas? And I was like, Santa, I would love the Millennium Falcon Lego set, the one that came out in 2004 with about 3,000 pieces to it. It's very hard to find online, and if you could get me that, that would make my entire Christmas. And I think my specificity hurt me here because once again he was like, oh, I was like, that's the third one. This man said, oh, well, ooh. I hope that works out for you. I hope that works out. Where's the magic? I hope that works out for you. It's a crazy thing to say. Not it'll be there. Not I'll do my best. I hope that works out for you. Are you ready to take the picture? I was like, yeah, I guess, Santa. Like, over here phoning it in. And then you take the picture, and I'm over here. And he looking at the camera like I'm not gonna see the picture later. Cause I'm grinning ear to ear. I'm with Santa. This man. Unacceptable. Do you know what I mean? Like what are we even doing? You know, like Santa should be battling, trying to fight back for the position that he has lost. Because he has lost it now. What used to be an experience that you waited all year to have is just a couple of clicks to a wish list, and he's left by the wayside. You would think that Santa would be excited to see anybody that was excited to see him. You know? Unacceptable. It felt like I believed in Santa and he didn't believe in me, you know? And so, you know, I get off Santa. Takes a second because he got, I don't know, it was weird. It was like, like I was so sunken in to the cushion because there was no lap or anything that I was genuinely like over here. Thanks Santa for his time. I'm walking away, leaving the little fenced off area. And just as I'm walking away, one of the elves, I passed them and they were like, see?